Hello, I'm Laurie from No Rolls Barred, and if you've been watching the last couple of board game clubs, you might have been wondering to yourself, who is this big sexy lump right in the middle of the studio? Well, this is our brand new table, designed by the wonderful Rosie Nichols and brought to life by the fine furniture purveyors at GeekNSon. Now, I'm about to tell you a little bit behind our decision to move to this custom table, show you a little bit of the making of, and then talk to you about what it means for the future of NRB with a very special and exciting announcement. Now, if you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you will know that we've had a couple of tables from GeekNSon over the lifespan of NRB. First of all, we had the Bristol table over at the old studio at Drafts. Then GeekNSon kindly let us have a Gwen table while we were waiting for this baby to finish cooking. Now, obviously, when we were moving to the new studio, we kind of knew that we wanted something a little bit special. So we got this unnamed table. It's not called Gwen, it's not called Bristol. It doesn't have a name yet. Let me know in the comments down below what you want to call this. If any of you suggest Table McTableface, you will be banned. You will be banned, so don't do it. Don't do it. I'll send Dom after you. Don't do it. Now, the main thing to note about this table is obviously its shape. It's a big old semicircle. And that's because you may have noticed that when we were shooting on the tables like the Gwen or the Bristol with a kind of rectangular shape, with the people on the ends, you get a lot of side profile. I look good in side profile, but this isn't even my best side. The back side is my best side, because then you can see how perfect an egg my head actually is. But the problem is, if you're sitting on the far sides, on the rectangular ends, and you're turning to face the people you're playing with, you're turning away from you guys. So we thought moving to the new studio, as this is a show, we'll get a table that allows everyone at all times to see everyone else, but also to be looking out to you and playing to you. The other benefit of the semicircular design is that it gives everybody equal access to the center of the table. Obviously, that's not accounting for things like John's stumpy little arms, is it? No amount of nighttime lotion and special gloves is going to fix that. Now, the other major hurdle when designing this table was we needed it to be able to move, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. These curtains are actually hiding a completely different studio. This is the PFK studio, one of our wrestling channels, hidden away behind here. And because we didn't know what PFK were going to be filming in the future, we didn't know what NRB was going to be filming in the future, we didn't know what other channels we might be setting up that need to be filmed in this studio space, we needed to be able to move this table around the room to accommodate that. So yes, it's got wheels. Look at it. It's basically a tank. A tank that's annoyingly trapped in a basement in East London and will be forever now, because I saw the effort the GeekNSon guys went to get this down here while I was sort of supervising, and I don't think we'll be taking it out anytime soon. Look at it. Because yes, you'll have to pardon my French here, this table is massive. Look at the size of this thing. You could kill a man with this. If you drop this from a height, it would leave a dent in Kent. That's what would happen. But that's a good thing, because the board games are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and ones with loads of bits like Nemesis, which we've just done over on our Patreon. If you wanted to check that out, plug, go watch the Patreon, plug. Board games are getting bigger. We needed more space to be able to do that. But it did also raise one interesting thing in the design phase, because the previous tables we've had have just had slats to make them into a regular table, which we have used for certain games, especially dexterity ones that you don't want to be playing on the felt. So GeekNSon had to come up with something a little bit different for this one. And what they've come up with is a giant slab. So this slab is what GeekNSon came up with when tasked with making a table cover for essentially the Titanic. Look at the size of this thing. You get Jack and Rose and a whole family of 5 on this, if her father approved.
I'm Martin. I am the CEO of GeekNSon Company, one of the two. I'm responsible for designing tables. So bespoke tables are really down to what customer wants. So first we sit down with the customer and we discuss which features, which accessories. So we start to discuss those things. If there is something we can make actually just for the customer, it's like one-off thing. Then we start drawing things if it's necessary. And then when the customer is happy with it, he gives us a green light, we take it to production. Prior to delivery, we contact with our customer, we send the pictures of the table, how it looks like. If he's happy, then they're just ready to receive the table. I was involved in the process of making your own table. Our team contacted about ideas. We had a spec from you guys. And then my job was to put it into visual part, to create the visual part when we can just we could actually put it, whatever you draw to us, into product language, I would say. Your table has got this level of complexity and new ideas when they push us, and we need to do a bit more. That's what we love. According to my knowledge, no one did D-shaped table, especially gaming table in the world. So your table will be not only bespoke, it will be one-off. And I think many people will be very jealous about your table.
And finally, I should probably talk to you about what this new table means, because not only does it mean it's easier for us to film our regular content like House Rules or Board Game Club and make sure that all the cameras are giving you the best angles on all of our brilliant cast members, but it also means that we can do really fun stuff, because if we can put a camera at that corner shooting the people over here and you can see them face on, and we can put a camera on that corner shooting the people over here and you see them face on. It also means that we could potentially put a camera here in between these people shooting this way at somebody sat over that side of the table. And that person could have a little screen and a couple of books, and they could be like a DM, which we're gonna need. We're gonna need to do that shot, because we're gonna be launching at the end of this year a TTRPG sister channel to No Rolls Bard. I mean, I've been pitching it since before I even became full-time at this company. I pitched this channel, and it's finally happening like 5 years later. I'm so excited. We're already deep into pre-production, which is a very involved process. I'm trying to work out what character I want to play, trying to convince Terry and Sullivan to let me name the channel Gnome Trolls Bard, B-A-R-D, which they don't want me to do, so. Well, let me know in the comments down below what you want to name this channel instead. And if you write Dungeon McDungeonface, I'm going to kill you. We're gonna have loads more announcements about that when we actually have things to announce, like the name. We'll be telling you who the cast are. We'll be talking about other series that we want to do on the channel. Cough, Call of Cthulhu, cough. And we'll obviously be telling you when the channel's going live, when that first series is going to start, and where you can go over to subscribe to it. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But in the meantime though, if all the talk of custom tables has tickled your fancy, why not head over to GeekNSon's website and check out their Build Your Table feature, which lets you customize all their different models with different stains, insets, and accessories to perfectly suit your gaming needs, as well as probably more importantly, your home decor, because their furniture looks nice, which is a bonus. We've loved using all 3 of the tables we've had from GeekNSon, and we are super excited to see what adventures we can have on this fine vessel. I'm on board, I think. I'm on board.